It's Travel Michigan. I'm Dave Lorenz, along with Michelle Banache. Michelle, who are we talking to next?
We are talking with Joy Vandery, who's the executive director of the Cadillac Convention and Visitors Bureau. And, you know, as we've kind of had a theme in the last few weeks, it's that time of the year in Michigan. Colors are starting to turn. It's fall. And up in Cadillac, they are getting ready for a fall fever. So, Joy, welcome to the show, and tell us a little bit about what's going on up in Cadillac.
Well, thank you for having me on. And the Cadillac Craft Beer Festival, Fall Fever Festival, it's a combination of family fun and have a mixture of craft beer and car show. So on September 28th, from 2 to 11, we have our Craft Beer Festival. So we have a really huge tent that we put down in the city park. And then from 2 to 6, we have a classic car show. And we usually have 20 to 30, up to 40 different, classic cars down in there in the area, as well as we have People's Choice and a bunch of trophies that we give away for the car show. New this year, we have a homebrew contest at 7 p.m. So we've gotten some really good feedback so far, and a lot of people are excited about the homebrew contest. And then from 6 to 10, we have a live band and actually two bands playing on Saturday night there under the tent. So we have one tent for live music and one tent for the Craft Beer Festival. And also new this year is we will have the game playing in the Craft Beer tent, because apparently September 28th is a big football game day.
I see. I don't even know which two games are playing. Is that Michigan State?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yes.
Very important.
Yes, that would be. And what a great place to watch it from a craft beer festival.
Absolutely. And we have Right Brain, Schmoes, Mount Pleasant, Petoskey, New Holland, and Northern Naturals, which is a cider and wine producer. So, we're really looking forward to, this will be the third year that we've done it. Every year we've doubled the size, if not tripled, I believe, last year. So we're looking at, about 400 or 500, maybe 600 people out there. We're completely enclosing the city park this year, so it should be really fun. We have a lot of craft and food vendors, some really good barbecue vendors with all kinds of fun food to mix in with the music and all of the beverages.
Because it is important when you're drinking craft beer to remember to eat.
It is. It is, absolutely. So Kay Jones and the Benzie Playboys are our live music. So we're combining that with some, craft art and food. And $25 includes a glass plus 5 tickets. So we encourage you to come to Cadillac on September 28th for the car show and the homebrew competition.
Well, I love the idea of the car show, too. People like just looking at, not necessarily antique cars, but classic cars, ones that have been around for a little while. And a lot of times they'll just open up the hood and show you the engine and show you all the various things they might have done to preserve the car or to make adjustments here and there to make it a little more fun.
Right. Well, and this is the last car show of the season up in this area. In downtown in the spring had a very successful Back to the Bricks tour stop where we had 230 cars down on our main street. So we're really hoping this is the same group that is putting this together. So we're hoping for a really good showing again this year. So it's a nice mixture of cars from all over the state usually that come in for this. So.
Tell us more about this homebrew competition. I'm intrigued because I all these different flavors seem to pop up on my mind of the various ways that you could make beer. And I suppose you're going to be able to taste some of the home brews?
You are because they're not done in a
mass production.
Yeah, in mass production. They're not for sale or anything. The only people that can taste them are the judges. But the people, the brewers who bring their product to our brew competition, they get cash prizes. They'll also get fancy labels to put on their own brew. They'll walk away with the trophy, and they'll also walk away. There's a traveling trophy that starts this year because this is the first year that we've been doing it. So we're really excited about that.
Well, that's going to be different, and it looks like it's going to be fun. When are you going to actually do the awarding of the best home brew? Is that at a certain time?
That's at 7 p.m. on that Saturday afternoon. Yep. So if you're interested in entering your home brew, you can go to the downtowncadillac.com website or cadillacmichigan.com. Or you can find us on Facebook at Cadillac's Craft Beer Festival. There's all kinds of different ways you can find out about it, as well as the Craft Beer Festival as a whole, the car show, and all the music and all of our vendors that will be there as well.
Well, it's a big deal these days. This whole home brew thing is starting to pop up, almost like microbrews have popped up in Michigan. So
right.
I'll be intrigued to see how many people sign up for that. That's going to
I know that we have at least 20 people already interested, and there's a gentleman up in Traverse City that we just connected with last week, and he said that if he helped us promote it, we would definitely have another 50 to 80 brewers there. So
must know a lot of people.
Very exciting, yeah, very exciting.
Well, that's great. We only have about another minute or so, but might want to give some people some other ideas of things to do if they come up to the Cadillac area for the Fall Fever and Craft Beer Festival. What other things do you recommend they check out while in Cadillac at this time of year?
Well, at this time of year, Cadillac Nature does a fantastic coloration of the area. So the last week of September is typically starting the Good Color Tour up in the area. So we have over 500,000 acres of national forest. So as and I have 5 different tours. We just kicked off a whole new fall color tour, self-guided tours. And actually our new brochure, which I'm posting to our website as well, not only gives you directions on the color tour, but also gives you attractions that you should see along the way and also foodie picks along the way. So we're really excited about launching that new brochure and actively getting people out and about. And the other thing that we want to remind people about our fall color tours up in this area is that you don't always have to do it in a car. We have the Manistee River, the Pine River. There's some fantastic rivers that you can go down, and they all meander through, the national forest or the state forest. So there's really awesome views that you can see from the river. You can see them from the lakes. There's a lot of different modes of transportation that you can have a fall color tour on.
Yeah, of course, the fishing in your area is great year-round, so it's another thing people might want to check out while in the Cadillac area. Joy, thank you so much for joining us today. Joy Van Dree, Executive Director of the Cadillac Convention and Visitors Bureau. And for more information on the Fall Fever and Craft Beer Festival coming up the 28th of the month, just go to CadillacMichigan.com. That's Cadillac with 2 L's, Michigan.com, and you'll get all that great information. Speaking of great information and a publication that you should be picking up right now, if there were any available, they were going fast last I knew. The Pure Michigan Official Fall Travel Guide is out there. I think we printed
beautiful.
up, about 100,000?
We sure did.
And I was just telling Michelle a few weeks ago that this front cover is of Saugatuck, Michigan.
It is. It's a
beautiful.
Lovely picture of Saugatuck.
A little private joke there. Sorry, I misidentified it a couple weeks ago. Maybe you were listening to that. As Michelle totally embarrassed me to correct me. But I'm glad she did, because it really is. It's a beautiful picture, shows that Saugatuck area in fall. And it's a great example of what you're going to see as you travel all around the state of Michigan. So pick up this fall travel guide at any of the 14 state travel website or travel welcome sites around the state, or order yours at michigan.org. We can still get one out to you in time for you to enjoy fall in Michigan. So do that now by going to michigan.org. Of course, when you go to michigan.org, you'll find all that other great information about traveling the state, an entire events section. Maybe you're interested in hiking and biking and fishing or any of those activities. You can find information on all of that simply by going to michigan.org. And I'd also recommend that you check out the Pure Michigan store, because as we kind of change into this cooler weather, perhaps you want to look for a sweatshirt or something along that line. You can find it, maybe a candle. There's some cool things there at the Pure Michigan store. You find it all at michigan.org. We're going to find out what's happening in the Four Flags area. They have a big apple festival coming up next. That's coming up right here on Travel Michigan, where your trip begins at michigan.org.